y'all, it's Jess from Sunflower Dairy. Today I'm going to give you a garden tour. So behind me I have different kinds of potatoes. These are red, blue, purple, yellow. There's also sweet potatoes in here. Then there's a bed directly across, which is exactly the same. And then right here we have different kinds of, there's beets and radishes and carrots in here. And then we have cilantro, onions, bok choy, and kohlrabi in there. We have different kinds of broccoli and cauliflower and onions in here. And then there's volunteer sunflowers and Brussels sprouts and kale and onions in here. And then there's 3 beds in a row right here that all have tomatoes, peppers, and onions. I'm gonna go to the back over here. There's calendula, some volunteer carrots, there's some dill, nasturtium, there's a rutabaga going to seed, as well as pole beans. And then there's lettuce, pole beans, calendula. And then right here we have different kinds of peas. And there's the other potato bed. And then there's calendula in here, as well as pole beans and different kinds of lettuces. And then we come over here. There's another row of tomato and pepper beds down this side of the garden. And then up here in the front, we have kale going to seed, and then different kinds of green beans over there. There's a bunch of lettuces in there. And let me show you this massive, right here, massive rhubarb. It's huge, and it's also going to seed. So, and then I have more kale going to seed, as well as garlic and some carrots going to seed as well. All right, we're going to go over to the second garden. That was the main garden. This is the second garden over here. So in this bed over here, I have ground cherries. I planted ground cherries, and then there's also ground cherries that reseeded. So that's full of ground cherries. Behind me, all of that is all, there's raspberries and currants and blackberries. So that's what all of that is. And then I have tomatoes in here and peppers. There's also onions. And then this right here is all tomatoes. And then there's cucumbers and onions. There's also garlic planted in here and ginger. There's a few flowers planted in there. And then this is all beautiful cabbages. And then over here I have little baby okras coming up, as well as some artichokes. This beautifulness is all chamomile. This all came up from seed. And then there's flowering sage back there. This is leeks going to seed. And then there's some tomatillos in the back and more chamomile. And then this bed has cucumbers and some basil at the end. And then there's tomatoes around this side, as well as more peppers and onions. And then this bed has all kinds of asparagus and also garlic. This bed has tomatillos, peppers, and garlic in it. This bed has all different kinds of peppers and tomatoes. This is the no-dig bed, which has all different kinds of corn in it. And that is pretty much everything. So those are the main gardens. And then I also have my straw bales, which I have not planted yet, but I will be doing another video when I plant the straw bales. And I also have some flower beds, and then there's also the raised bed in the greenhouse, which I will show you another time. All right, thank you for watching. Have a blessed day.